Today I'm going to give you a complete locals guide to living in Ocean City, Maryland. We're going to cover the top things to do my favorite parks, the top rated schools, and go over some helpful stats about the area. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote to go along with this video on livinginmaryland.com, the #1 resource for finding the perfect Maryland city that meets your unique needs. All right, so first things first, Ocean City is a beach town, but it is not just a summer vacation spot. People actually live here full time, and it is pretty awesome if you love the beach and small town vibes with a little bit of party mixed in. This place might be your dream come true. Ocean City sits on a barrier island and it runs about 10 miles long. So on one side, you got the ocean, and on the other side, you got the bay. And let me tell you, those sunsets over the bay are seriously next level. Now let's talk about the beach, because that's probably what brought you here in the first place, right? The beach is huge, it's clean, and it stretches on for what feels like forever. You can walk out early in the morning and catch dolphins swimming right off the shore, or you can post up with your beach chair and just chill all day. And if you're into surfing or paddleboarding, the waves here can be pretty decent, especially around the inlet. But honestly, one of the coolest things about Ocean City is the Boardwalk. It's 3 miles long and packed with stuff to do. You got Thrasher's fries, which are basically legendary, and yeah, you have to try them without ketchup. Trust me, just dump a bunch of vinegar on them and thank me later. There's also Dumzer's ice cream, which has been around forever and is super creamy and perfect on a hot day. And of course, you got arcades, mini golf, haunted houses, rides, and shops selling everything from t-shirts to hermit crabs. On the southern end of the boardwalk, you've got Trimper Rides and Jolly Roger at the pier. They've got classic rides like the Ferris wheel and a giant roller coaster that goes right out over the beach. And yeah, it's pretty wild now. If you like being out on the water, Ocean City has tons of options. You can go parasailing, rent jet skis, go fishing, or take a boat tour around the bay. If you want something really unique, check out the Assateague Island tours, which take you to see the wild ponies that just live out there doing their thing. And yes, they're real wild ponies, not some tourist gimmick. They're just out there living their best life. Now let's shift gears and talk about what it's like to actually live here full time. So Ocean City is part of Worcester County, and the year-round population is just over 7,000 people. So yeah, it's a small town most of the year, but during summer weekends, it can blow up to over 300,000 people with all the tourists. So if you like peace and quiet and wide open beaches, the off-season is your time to shine. And if you love the energy and events and crowds, summer is your season. You definitely want to know about the cost of living here. The median home price in Ocean City is around $390,000, but that number can swing big depending on if you're buying a beach condo, a bayfront townhouse, or a single family home off the island. In West Ocean City, condos on the oceanfront can get pricey, especially the ones with a good view, but you can still find some deals if you look around. West Ocean City tends to be more affordable, and it's just a short drive over the bridge, so definitely keep that in mind. Now let's talk schools, because even though Ocean City is known more for vacations, there are good options for education. Worcester County Public Schools are highly rated, and Stephen Decatur High School just outside Ocean City in Berlin gets solid reviews and even some awards. Berlin, by the way, is a super cute little town, and just about 10 minutes away from Ocean City, it's got a charming downtown with little shops and cafes, and honestly, it's a great spot if you want to be close to the beach but live somewhere a little quieter. All right, now for my favorite parks and outdoor spots beyond the beach, you've got Northside Park up in the northern part of town, and this place is awesome. It's got walking trails, sports fields, a playground, and even a little fishing pier, and during the holidays, they go all out with lights and displays. It's kind of magical. You also have the Ocean City Inlet area, which is perfect for fishing or just sitting and watching the waves crash over the rocks. And if you're into nature, definitely make time to visit Assateague Island. It's a quick drive south, and you can hike, bike, or chill with the ponies on the beach. And no, they will not share your snacks, so don't try now for some quick stats. The median age in Ocean City is around 50, so yeah, you're going to find a mix of retirees, seasonal workers, young professionals, and people who just love the beach lifestyle. The crime rate is actually lower than the national average, especially in the off season, and healthcare access is solid with Atlantic General Hospital just a short drive away in Berlin. And okay, let's be real. You might be wondering about the food here, and let me tell you, Ocean City knows how to eat, from fresh seafood shacks to fancy waterfront restaurants. You've got choices on choices. Try the crab cakes, the steamed shrimp, and the rockfish if you see it on the menu, but also check out some local spots like the Shark on the harbor, or Fish Tales, which has a floating dock bar and a pirate ship playground for the little ones. Also, shout out to breakfast places like Bayside Skillet because their crepes are no joke. One thing to keep in mind if you're moving here is the job market is kind of seasonal, so you've got tons of work in hospitality and service jobs in the summer, but things can slow down in the winter unless you're in healthcare construction or remote work. That's something to plan ahead for a lot of people who live here year round, either work remote or drive to nearby towns for jobs, transportation. Wise Ocean City has this neat little bus system called the Beach Bus that runs up and down Coastal Highway, and it's super easy and cheap to ride, especially during the summer. Parking can be rough downtown during busy months, but if you plan ahead or use the Park and Ride in West OC, you'll be just fine. And we can't forget about all the events going on throughout the year. There's Sunfest in the fall, Springfest in the spring, Bike Week in September, and Winterfest of lights around the holidays, plus concerts, car shows, and a whole lot more. They really know how to throw a party here. So yeah, if you want a place where you can walk to the beach, grab fries and ice cream for lunch, watch dolphins in the morning and sunsets in the evening, Ocean City is kind of a dream. And if you're thinking about moving here and want help finding the right neighborhood or home, I've got you covered. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote for this area with additional links and resources on livinginmaryland.com, along with articles for hundreds of other Maryland cities. Our mission is to help you find the best city in Maryland that meets your unique needs. If you would like to have a conversation with one of our local real estate experts, just fill out the contact form below to get started.